Which do you think is harder, the ATI exit exam or the HESI exit exam, because they're both basically the same, just published by different companies? Or your NCLEX? I get this question a lot this time of year, especially from students freaked out from exit exams. So here's my answer and my rationale for why I think this. First of all, yes, I do think that ATI and HESI are both probably a little harder than NCLEX, and I think it's a good thing. Here's why. NCLEX is a computer adaptive exam, otherwise known as a CAT exam. That means that the better you do on NCLEX, the harder the questions will get. This is also why you're never going to ace your NCLEX, by the way, because no matter how good you do, they're going to keep giving you harder questions. But if you're consistently answering questions above a certain difficulty level on NCLEX, then you pass. Congratulations. Now, HESI and ATI are not computer adaptive tests, but they are supposed to predict whether you are going to pass NCLEX or not. So what level of difficulty question do you think they have to focus on the HESI and the ATI exams? If you guessed difficult questions that are well above the level of passing on NCLEX, you'd be right. If they only asked you questions that were exactly at the passing line, then if you had a bad day on NCLEX, it wouldn't be as good of a predictor exam. But if you can competently answer questions that are more difficult than what they estimate as passing on NCLEX, then there's a really good chance that you're going to be able to pass NCLEX, even if you have a bad day. This results in those exit exams feeling more difficult than NCLEX for the majority of nursing students. Because you might have been like at this difficulty level on the exit exams, and maybe you got to this difficulty level on NCLEX, but it was still above the passing line. But if you rocked the socks off of your exit exam, maybe because you were using my Silver Bullet study system all through nursing school, link in bio if you want to learn it for free, then you might have been answering questions at this difficulty level for your exit exams, but you were doing so well on NCLEX that you got questions at this level, which is even harder. That means for some students, NCLEX might really seem harder than HESI or ATI exit exams. But that's going to be a much smaller proportion of students. For the vast majority of you, HESI and ATI are going to feel a lot more difficult than NCLEX, so it's not your imagination. But it's for a good reason.